I knew you grew up acting. I knew you loved math. I'd heard that along the way. I knew you'd written some books. What I didn't realize is that you graduated summa cum laude from UCLA with a math degree, and that you even co-authored a theorem. What's the theorem? Explain to me. What's this this fascination and excellence at math at the same time you're a great actress?
Oh, thank you. Well, the paper is called Percolation of Gibbs-Davis Multiplicity for Ferromagnetic Ashken-Teller Models in 2 dimensions. But that paper is not as relevant as the books that I'm writing now. I took my love of mathematics. I love the beauty of math, and I took my love of entertainment and I combined them into entertaining math books. So Do Not Open This Math book is geared for 6 to 8-year-olds, but I teach math with like comics and cartoons because I believe math can be super fun.
This book in particular helps kids and parents kind of understand Common Core. So can you help us briefly explain what the Common Core is and why it's so different the way that I learned math?
There are so many parents saying, I don't know how to help my 1st and 2nd graders with their math homework, and they're bewildered. They all figured, you know, come middle school, I might need some extra help, but they figured they would have their 6-year-olds' math homework under control, and not necessarily, because math does look so different now. With Common Core, things are much more visual. They break down the numbers a lot more, and so I realized there was really a need for a book, and I wrote Do Not Open This Math book with parents and children in mind. In fact, at the end of the book, I have a new math translation guide for parents. Because a lot of the terms are different. There's no caring and borrowing. It's grouping and ungrouping and regrouping, and it just, there shouldn't be such confusion. When it comes down to it, it is the same. They just are breaking it down. So I thought, well, let me break down what they're doing so it's not confusing parents or kids anymore.
You know, you've said that you always loved math when you were growing up, and yet you were surprised that you were so good at it and didn't really realize that this was something you'd be going into. What happened? Why do you think that was?
Yeah, I was always good at math. It was always a challenge for me, but I did very well in it. I took the AP Calculus BC exam at the end of high school and scored a 5, which is the highest score you can get. Then I got to college, and for some reason, I didn't think I'd be good at college math. I thought of people who did math in college as some other sort of smarter math people, and if I'm really honest with myself, I didn't look the part. And that was a big part of the reason, me going through that myself, as to why I started writing these McKellar math books years ago, starting with Math Doesn't Suck and Kiss My Math, these books aimed at middle school and high school girls, showing them, you know what, math is for us too. You don't have to be, limited by stereotypes in your head about who's gonna be good at math. Math is for you. Math is a good brain sharpener. And even if you don't love math, just doing it exercises the problem-solving part of your brain and will make you better able to pursue your dreams, whatever they are. I had friends in college who literally changed their major because they were afraid of taking calculus. I had a friend who wanted to be a doctor, and she stopped because she didn't think she could do it. And I want to say, yes, you can do it, girls. You don't have to choose between being fabulous and fun and being smart. They go hand in hand.
Danica, you've been an advocate now for math educations for several years. All this work we were just talking about. Have you actually seen a change in encouragement for girls and young women when it comes to going into those STEM education and careers?
You know, anecdotally, absolutely. I have so many people who will find me at book signings or who are telling me how much they love my Hallmark Channel movies, and then the next breath they say, you know what, you helped my daughter with math and she was afraid of it, and now she is successful and she's applying for NASA or whatever. I've heard all those stories. I had a girl come up to me at a film festival a few years ago and say, you changed my life. And that kind of stuff it just makes my day, and I feel so grateful to be a part of their lives.
You haven't stopped acting. You're going to be in Hallmark's upcoming movie called Christmas at Grand Valley. Why do you think that these movies for the holidays are so popular?
You know, Hallmark owns Christmas. I mean, between their 2 channels, Hallmark Channel and Hallmark Movies and Mysteries, they have 37 Christmas movies this season alone. It's incredible. And you know what? I really feel like Hallmark is the antidote to this crazy world we're living in these days. All the stuff we hear on the news all the time, and we need a break. We need to reconnect with core values and remember connection with family and the importance of that. And the holidays is a great time for that, and Hallmark is a great place for that. And for me, in terms of reconnecting on my movie, Christmas at Grand Valley, not only do I have a great co-star, Brennan Elliott, but I get to act with Dan Lauria. I got to be with Dan Lauria again for the first time in 25 years on television. Dan Lauria played the dad on The Wonder Years, which of course is a show I did as a child.
I love that show. You were amazing in it, so is he.
Thank you so much. When I saw that my dad in the movie was going to be a big character, I said, hey, you guys, can we get Dan Lauria? Because he and I are good friends, and we hadn't acted together on television in 25 years. So when it worked out, I just couldn't be more thrilled.